Hi, we've got a quick flow to go through today on those days where you don't have much time, but you need to move. And I actually can do this same sequence when I'm in looser pants or stretchy pants or everything except for there's a malasana in there. So, unless I'm in something very stretchy, I can't get that one in there. But most of this can be done when you're dressed for the day and it's just you feel like you need to move. So, having said that, or with that being said, we are going to come onto our back and get right into it. So coming onto your back just for a couple of breaths in Supta Baddha Konasana, just to get us started. The one caveat to being not in, workout or yoga clothes is you have to be willing to uh, be down on the ground in your clothes a little bit. So remembering as we're here in our Supta Baddha Konasana, hands on our belly or one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart, we're taking a scan of our body. We're listening to see where our strengths and where our challenges are so that we can modify the practice the way it best suits us and our body for today, because every day brings something different. And you are the only one who knows what you feel in your body. So after a quick stretch here, we're taking our hands to the outsides of our knees, taking our knees in for a quick little tuck. And what we're doing from here is taking our hands behind our knees and just rolling up a couple of times up and down the mat. Doesn't have to look like anything, just as long as it feels good, maybe massages the spine. From here, we're rolling forward, plant the feet, plant the hands, stretch the legs up to the sky. And we're just going to stay here with our legs crossed, stretch the hips up to the sky. Stay here with our legs crossed just for a second, releasing the upper body over those legs, starting to feel a nice stretch. Inhale it, maybe lifting your chest a little bit so that you can rotate, taking whichever foot was in front, now rotating it behind so you get a different stretch, making sure we keep it nice and even. This doesn't have to be anything too intense or anything too deep. We're just trying to open up and warm up. From here, release the feet back together so they're in line with each other. Inhale it, lengthen the spine. Take a halfway lift here. Big toes are touching, little gap in the ankles or feet at hip width distance. Take your hands to your hips and then inhale it up to a nice standing position. Again, we're just moving quickly. So inhale the arms up to the sky, maybe looking at your thumb knuckles to get a little bitty back bend. Exhale, forward fold it, lifting those sitting bones up to the sky. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands and we're just walking the feet back into our downward facing dog. One breath here, you might want to walk it out. Press through those hands, grip them out with the fingertips. Feel those base knuckles pressing down. Squeeze the forearms in toward each other. Drop the knees down to the ground. You're in a tabletop. You might need to shift your knees just a little bit farther beyond your hips so that you can shift your body forward. So the shoulders come just slightly in front of the wrists. Squeeze the elbows in as you lower your belly all the way to the ground. Walk your hands back so that your hands are in line with your forearms. Your wrists are in line with your elbows. Let's try it that way. On your next inhale, you're going to press down through the tops of the feet and press into the hands to lift the upper body a little bit, just so the ribs come off the mat into cobra. Shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, release it down. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, press yourself back into a child's pose. Hips come back, arms stay extended. Forehead comes to the ground. On your next inhale, shift it forward into a tabletop. Shoulders are over the wrists, hips are over the knees. Tuck the toes under Exhale, press the hips up and back, draw the navel in, use the core to lift those hips. Look to the front of the mat, come up onto your tiptoes, and slowly walk your feet up to meet your hands. Taking your hands to your hips. On your next inhale, lift your body up to standing. That was a very modified version of a Surya Namaskar A. If you need to continue dropping your knees and taking the cobra, absolutely take those modifications. You're getting the same benefits. Inhale, reach your arms up, maybe looking at your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. You can hop back if you'd like to, but we're going to continue to step our feet back slowly into our downward facing dog. From here on your exhale, you're shifting your body forward into your chaturanga. Shoulders are past the wrists, squeezing the elbows in. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, right away, lift your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Inhale, ground through that back left foot. Warrior one. Try to keep the hips square. Exhale. One more breath here. Pressing strong through that back left foot, drawing your inner thighs toward one another. Inhale, open it up into a warrior two. The back left foot comes parallel to the back of the mat. Arms are extended out. You're looking over your right arm. Right knee is over the right ankle. One more breath here. From here, we're going to inhale, straighten that right leg. Turn your right toes in. We're going to come through a prasarita. You can come all the way down or you can halfway lift. It's up to you. Taking our hands to our hips. Inhaling, lengthening that spine, really drawing ourselves tall, shoulders down the back. Exhale, keeping our hands on our hips to remind ourselves to fold forward from the hip. We're folding, folding, folding. Taking your stance as wide as you need it to be or want it to be. We're actually stopping in this halfway lift as a class. But if you want to take it farther and go all the way down, crown of the head extends, spine stays long. One more breath here, just getting ourselves moving. Inhale it, hands to hips, lifting the body back up to center. And then we're exhaling, pivoting to the back of the mat with our left foot, bringing our right foot to that slight angle of a warrior one. Inhale, lift the arms up, bend through that left knee. Warrior one, left foot forward. We're facing the back of the mat this time. You're pressing through that back right foot, feeling the blade of the left foot drawing down to give you that strength. Drawing the inner thighs together to help square the hips. Draw the navel in, ribs come in and down. Really great strong pose here. On your next inhale, open it up, warrior two. The back foot comes parallel to the back of the mat. Arms extend out to the side. Left knee is over the left ankle. And we're here for a few more breaths. Keeping that left glute tucked under, not letting it sway out. Inhale and exhale. You're doing great job. On your next inhale, we're straightening through that left leg. This time we're turning our right toes out to the side. We're going to take a goddess pose. So bend those knees so the knees come over the ankles, just like they were before in your lunge, in your warriors. Press the knees back toward the pinky toes. Hands come to heart center. We're going to take 5 pulses, just up and down, gentle, tiny pulses. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should be pressing back so hard you feel this in your outer hips and glutes. Inhale it up into a standing position. Right away, we're pivoting to face the front of the mat. We're going to come into a high lunge. So the back heel is lifted, back left heel is over the back left heel is over the ball of the foot. Shift your body forward on the exhale. Hands come to heart center. You can release your hands down to the ground if you need the support. Otherwise, we're shifting our weight forward, lifting that left up. We're in a warrior 3. Just for 2 breaths. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhale for 2. Really strong right leg. Draw that kneecap up so you're protecting and engaging with the quad. Slowly release that left leg down to the mat. Take it wide to the outer edge of your mat. Step your right leg out to the outer edge of your mat. And here's that malasana that I was talking about. Drop the tailbone down. We're in our squat. The feet are tracking out the same way as the knees. Tailbone is down. Shoulders are down the back. Elbows are inside of our knees, gently pressing out. Crown of the head extends up. Beautiful job. Release your hands down to the ground. Press your tailbone up just a little bit. Walk your left foot in. We're stepping our right foot back and we're inhaling back into that high lunge. Left foot forward this time. Right heel over the right ball of the foot. Exhale those hands to heart center, bringing our upper body over the left leg this time, releasing your hands down to the ground if you need the extra support, or simply shifting the body forward, lifting the right leg up to the sky. Both legs are strong, inner thighs draw in toward each other. Crown of the head lengthens away from that foot. Exhale. One more breath. Exhale. Slowly step that right foot up. Take it wide as the mat, just like we did before. We're going to take one more malasana. So dropping the hips straight down. Maybe adjusting as you need to. I went a little too wide. Toes are pointing just a little bit out, tracking again the same direction as your knees. Knees press out just like they did before in goddess pose. Knees are pressing out. Trying to turn myself just a little bit. It's not working out. Knees are pressing out to the sides. Elbows might be assisting. If you're up with your heels lifted, totally normal, totally fine. Just stay where you are. And then everybody take their hands behind their back, release your bottom down to the mat. We're going to take a couple of simple twists, and that's it. And we're done. So extend your left leg out in front of you. Take your right foot, shift it over the left leg. We're coming into Ardha Matsyendrasana. So you can keep your left leg extended or tuck your heel in toward the right sitting bone. I'm going to keep mine extended today. Hug your right knee in toward the chest. So you're already feeling a little bit of a stretch probably. Lengthen the spine. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale, bring the right hand to the base of the spine and bring the left elbow to the outside of that right knee. Inhale, get the length. The more space you have in your spine, the more you can find the twist. Exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Bringing it back to the other side for a little bit of a counter twist. You can exhale and curl the spine a little bit more if that feels good to you. It always feels so good to me. And then we're just going to extend the right leg out, taking the left knee in, shifting the left foot onto the other side of the right foot. Hug that left knee in, maybe feeling a little bit of a stretch already. Take the left hand to the base of the spine. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, right arm, elbow hooks to the outside of the left knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, take the twist a little bit deeper. Inhale to twist. On your inhale, go ahead and take that counter twist. Exhaling, taking a little bit of a curve in the spine if that feels good. Inhale it back up to center and release it all the way down to your back. You can take another twist if you want to, or if not, always, 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 always end a practice in Shavasana. So we're going to take an extremely short one here, but a necessary one. We just moved our body, and now we're taking a moment to teach our body how to relax on command. Flopping your feet out, fully extended, flopping your arms out to the side. Everything is loose. Everything is melting into the mat. It's almost like you can feel all of your muscles drawing themselves down into the ground, like suddenly they got too heavy to even stay on your body. Make sure you take a moment to scan from the toes all the way up the legs, all the way up the torso, all the way up the arms, the shoulders, the neck, the jaw, the cheekbones, the forehead, the crown of the head and the back of the head, making sure it's all relaxing and just melting off of your body. There's no more tension. It was a very short practice, so it's a short Shavasana. If you're ready to find movement, go ahead. If you want to stay here, turn me off. Stay in your Shavasana, as long as it serves you. Take your arms over your head maybe for a good morning stretch. Taking your hands into your knees for a nice tuck, rolling to the right or the left, whichever side you prefer today. Stay there for one breath. And on your next inhale, using your hand, press yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Take your hands to heart center. Exhaling everything out, because on your next inhale, I want you to fill up as much as possible. So from the absolute bottom of your belly, fill it up on the inhale, filling it up, filling it up, filling it up, filling it up to the top of your head till you can't take any more. And then exhale from the top of your head completely, slowly and completely exhaling, 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 exhaling until you absolutely have no more breath left. Your belly's completely pulled in. There's nothing left to give. Don't forget to inhale it back. Thank you so much for practicing with me. That was a really simple, really basic practice, but it's something that will get you maybe moving, maybe opened. Maybe you just needed a little extra something in the middle of the workday because you've been sitting all day. That happens. I hope you come to practice with us again. Don't forget, we've got a Patreon subscription. The link is in somewhere in the description, I believe. And if you want to come join us for our regular classes, we have 60, 45, and 30-minute mandala classes. And very soon we'll be starting some yin yoga classes with these nice, long, yummy, stretching, holding poses. It's very calm and very relaxing. Hope to see you there. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.